Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm showing a few things that I've made for my close family and friends. I'm really excited to show you guys and get started, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Here I've added 3 different butters: mango, cocoa, and shea butter. I also added coconut oil. At the point where you want to put it over the double boiler, you just want to add your butters and your coconut oil and hold it there for about 20 minutes once everything's melted. Depending upon the oil, they can be really delicate, so you really want to watch the heating point and then add your oils. I added a combination of pumpkin seed. I really love pumpkin seed, especially at this time of year. I'm a sucker for anything pumpkin. And almond oil, and also some jojoba oil. I also added a splash of vitamin E oil at this point. I'll list all the ingredients in the video. Once you add all of your oils, everything is melted together. Pop it in the refrigerator until it gets to that stage where it kind of looks like pudding, where like in the video you can see there's a little puddle in the middle and things look solidified on the outside. Throw it in the mixer and then let it whip. Keep whipping. You want to scrape the bowl periodically, and once it looks really well incorporated, you want to add some arrowroot starch. Everybody knows the arrowroot starch is really good for reducing the greasiness, and yes, it really does work. I love it. And your fragrance. This is where you want to add your fragrance. Always follow the manufacturer's recommended. There's different recommended usage for every single fragrance, essential oil or synthetic fragrance oils. You do want to stop the mixer when it gets to about this loose frosting stage. You can over whip it to where it gets like butter. If you've ever accidentally over whipped whipped cream, it'll get like butter and chunky. Yeah, just stop it at this loose stage. Don't mind me here. My cuticles were super dry, so I was thrilled to put this body butter on. I got this jar off Amazon. I've seen jars like this and really cute ones at Hobby Lobby and craft stores and stuff for pretty inexpensive. So this is a very easy way to package it and just make it look cute. For my next project, I made a few lotion bars. My sister has 3 children and they really love lotion bars for some reason. My sister used to buy them at Lush and they would use them until they were completely gone, and she didn't have any, and so she hasn't bought any in a while. For these, I used a combination of cocoa and mango butter, coconut oil, pumpkin seed oil, beeswax. I really like beeswax because I feel like it really maintains the moisture in your skin a lot better than any other kind of wax, at least for me. And some vitamin E oil, and again, arrowroot powder. Throw the butters and the wax in the double boiler, hold back the oils, and once everything's melted, add the oils and pour it directly into your mold. My niece is super into butterflies and hearts and glitter and everything. Everything's super girly. So I made this little butterfly and heart especially for her. She is having trouble sleeping, so my sister requested that I scent it with lavender. I really wanted to scent it with Fruit Loops, but I gave in and I gave her exactly what she wanted, and I scented it with lavender. I had to throw in at least one Christmas shaped bar in there. I ordered these tins off of Amazon. I did see some at the Dollar Tree, but they didn't screw on. The lid didn't screw on, and I would prefer that, especially if my sister's going to carry it in a bag or in her purse or something like that, so it doesn't come open and nothing gets dirty inside. My sister really gravitates towards more bright and sunshiny and floral type aromas, while a couple of my friends like more natural, kind of earthy smells. So by making it in batches like this, I can kind of separate it out and put in whatever scent I want to be able to give it, to really tailor it towards the person that I'm making it for. 2 of these soaps I did make earlier in the year. and they happen to be my sister's favorites. So I kept 2 of those bars for her, and the really plain one with the cranberries on top, the cranberry seeds on top, my husband requested that one. It is so luxurious. It's made with 3 different kinds of milk and colloidal oats, really gentle on the skin. He loves it, so I included one of those bars for her. The next project I'm showing is one of my favorites. It was so fun to make, and my daughter throughout the video, she kept asking me for some. I had previously made her some a few days before making these, and she wanted them so bad, so I had to go get her so that she could play with them. For this recipe, I split into 3, I wanted to make 3 different colors. So I split the dry ingredients between all 3 bowls, and then added whatever color I wanted to each one. So for one, I used spirulina. I do have to warn you, spirulina has a very particular smell. And I added almond extract to that, and when I did, it kind of smelled like almond rubber tires. So it was a very unique smell at first. I got worried, but as it sat for a few days, I could smell the almond, the spirulina smell kind of went away. For the other 2, I used just a regular powdered dye. I think it's from McCormick. I used a yellow and a blue. They didn't stain anything. I haven't found them to stain. You do want to monitor if you're making these for kids. You do want to monitor it because it may have an effect on something somewhere. So just be aware of what your kid's doing. But it didn't stain my cutting board, it didn't stain my countertop or my hands or anything, so I think it's pretty good. And I did decide I wanted to make a brown colored Play-Doh for one of my nephews, and so I used the cocoa powder. It smelled delicious. I didn't even add a fragrance to that because the chocolate really came through, and it smells so good, and it was so fun to play with. And there's her little baby hands trying to grum the Play-Doh. Feel free to use essential oils instead of the extracts like I used. I wanted it to be a little more foodie smelling, so I just went with the extracts instead. If you are making this for a child, make sure that they're old enough to understand how to play with it and that it's not a food and you can't eat it. My sister, she really wants some of this for herself, so I'm probably going to make a few extra for her too. If at any point the dough seems too sticky, feel free to add a little bit more flour, a little bit at a time. It goes a long way. Just keep kneading it, and if it's sticking to your hands, just add a little bit more flour as needed.
Mama, look at the pain.
No, don't do that. This glue is really sticky.
No, I guess I can't about that. I got it. I got it. Oh, Mama.
I got these containers from the Dollar Tree. I believe it was 4 or 5 for $1.25. They were perfect for holding the Play-Doh, and the kids can store them in the Play-Doh whenever they're done playing with them. Or my sister can if she doesn't steal it from them. I kept having to stop the video. My daughter wouldn't stop. I've made her every single one of these Play-Dohs. She actually has like 4 or 5 different colors. She has pink, she has purple, she has brown, she has blue, she has yellow. But of course she wanted these, and she would not stop begging to play with these. This one was actually my favorite to play with. It came out really smooth, and it smelled divine. I'm a sucker for chocolate, and I'm almost 5 months pregnant, so anything chocolate, and I'm there. I want it. For our next project, we made slime. This was my first time making slime. My daughter went nuts over this stuff. It was really hard in the mixer because there was such a small amount. I had never made it before, so I didn't want to waste a ton of ingredients. We just went with a basic glue and borax and water combination, and I scented this with Fruit Loops, and it came out so good. And like I said, my daughter did not want to stop playing with it, but unfortunately we had to package it up so we can send it to my niece. After I played with it a little bit, of course.
We're gonna make some ornaments for Grandma and Grandpa? No? Yes. Are you excited? Oh, bless you. Alright, what do we need? We need 2 cups of flour. Let's see.
I got some tea.
Okay, that's the 1/2 cup. So how many of these do we need? 1, 2. What comes after 2? What comes after 2? 1, 2, 3. What comes after 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 cup of salt. Can you hold the measuring cup, please? Hold it over the bowl. Over the bowl.
Moving on to the next gift. This one happens to be my favorite. I love a good roll-on perfume, and it is so easy to make. These little bottles I got from Amazon. I believe they hold 0.3 ounces. They're absolutely lovely, and all it takes is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is the carrier oil that I choose to use. I love jojoba oil. It's just really luxurious, and I find that it stays a lot longer on my skin. And I love this little funnel. It came with, I think it's a set of 20 rollers, and it's so cute. And it made pouring the jojoba oil and the fragrance oil so much easier. And you can really customize each fragrance to the person that you're giving it for. My sister, like I said, she tends to gravitate towards like more sunny, kind of flowery type scents, and one of my friends, she really likes more sensual, kind of like exotic scents. And that's what I find this chocolate and amber from Nature's Garden. I find it really sweet. It's very mellow, and it's definitely, there's like hints of earthiness in there. There's some floral. It's really complex. You can smell like vanilla bean, cocoa bean, and it's not foodie by any means, but it's a beautiful scent. And I had these flower petals. I dried some rose petals, and I'm just choosing the small ones that will actually fit in the bottle so they can kind of like drift throughout the bottle. And I thought it looked really cute, and it was a very nice touch. This gift for my sister was really hard for me to see. I didn't make this. I ordered this from a company off of Etsy. You can send in pictures and they can etch into the wood. This was a cutting board for my sister, and that's my mom's handwriting. My mom passed away last year, and they etched her handwriting of a recipe that she used for focaccia into the cutting board. My daughter chose this out for my niece. She's really into avocados, my daughter is. So I hope that my niece is too, because my daughter was going nuts for this guy and she really wanted to give it to her. I've been eyeing this chocolate for so long, but it was kind of expensive. It was kind of pricey for what it is. But it even says right there, it's a chocolate experience. So I got it for my sister so she can try it. She loves chocolate and I will give that experience to her. This did not make it inside the gift basket. I kind of ate that. This last gift is kind of the gift that keeps on giving, that everybody can use, and I believe will definitely appreciate, especially guests at your house who may be kind of embarrassed about things that go on in the bathroom. This is a toilet deodorizing spray that I made. We had company over for Thanksgiving weekend, and I had a few people come up to me and say how relieved they were that I had a diffuser running pretty much throughout the day, and I matched the diffuser scent with the scent of this spray so that you couldn't really tell a difference, and it really does keep the smell at bay, and your guests kind of more relaxed when they go to the bathroom, especially if the bathroom is in a common area. One of the great things about making it yourself like this is you can kind of coordinate and match with any kind of smells that you have going on inside the bathroom already, like diffuser smells or anything that smells good that you want to match. So you can get the essential oils or fragrance oils and put them into this mix, and it's in a small bottle. It's very discreet. Whenever you spray into the toilet, it's not like a huge aerosol can, so you can't hear it, so nobody that's standing outside or happens to walk by can hear you spraying something, and it really does lessen any kind of trace that you were there. And this particular one, I love it because it does smell like you're kind of doing your business in the forest, and that's always nice. Who doesn't love pooping in the forest? I made these labels on online labels, so it has the watermark across the top, but that's fine. I only needed one for this. I printed it out on sticker paper, cut it out, and was able to attach it to the bottle. You can make however much you want of this, customize it, any kind of smells. I'll leave a couple of my favorite combinations in the box below. And thanks for watching, and I really do hope that everyone out there has a very happy and very special holiday. Happy holidays, guys.